So I get you.
So also, I think as someone, I've taken PEP before, post-exposure prophylaxis, the 30-day regime. Jesus, was tough on my body. And I think some people take that 30-day or the first couple of days of taking the medication as this is how the medication is forever. What it is when your body is just adjusting to you being on medication, because that it was intense. So like obviously in the comments, Mkhize says something about goosebumps. Taking medication is not goosebumps. It's no. Anyway. Speaking of the comment, so Mkhize says goosebumps when she says, God saved my life. I felt it. Because obviously we see Bokang in part 2 of episode 1, giving reverence to God for saving her life. And obviously she gets a second chance and she devotes her life to God. As in, almost like, when you say, oh God, if you let me go through this thing, I'm never going to drink alcohol again. And then guess what? You drink alcohol. You know what I realized? I think there's a thing that I just, I feel like God, speaking of like chances, I feel like God doesn't listen to you when you are praying and you are happy. Like if you're happy and you're praying, God doesn't listen to you. I'll give you a very simple example. When you're at the club and you look at a girl that you like, right? Got a drink in your hand. You're like, oh God, if I get the girl tonight, I swear to God, if I get the girl tonight, I will praise you
for my life.
Then you don't get the girl that you like because you're too happy and God doesn't listen to you when you're happy. I have never at a club prayed for a girl that I liked and got her because God doesn't listen to me when I'm happy.
So, talking about second chances, ne?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna take God out of this.
Okay.
Because HIV is the center of what Good Stories actually deals with.
Okay.
I personally think that when you find out that you are living with HIV, your life can then either go in one of two ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can go the victim mentality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can look at that moment as an opportunity for you to reevaluate your life, to reconsider the direction that your life is going,
okay,
and build something different.
It takes a lot though to get to that mindset. I think not everyone is strong enough mentally to make the shift.
Here's the thing. What I've just explained now, I didn't put a time frame to it. Okay?
I'm with you.
Okay?
Okay.
So
sorry, they just they said sanitize your hands. I'm just.
You want to sanitize my hands during me?
What's up? Vulisand.
Nas.
Vulin.
Yeah, start.
Tell you.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Bafo. Thank you. Why are we doing this? I'm lost now.
Okay, cool. Can we discuss how you were an ass at some point where you said that as a support structure you did not need me?
Oh.
We don't need to discuss this. We can move forward. So what we see here
look, I'll give you a line right now. Okay. I still don't need you.
Never would have made it. Nigga, you will sing that song one day. Never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all.
So listen.
But now I see how you were there for me, and
I understand. Shut up.
Sorry.
I understand why you bring that
Strong.
up, because Bokang's family took it back to Zim, and that's Lalisa's comment,
Yes.
that it was a blessing. And you know what? When you have your loved ones around you, it makes it easier. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I don't know if I really want to say this on camera, but maybe
It's
you did
coming.
play a role. Maybe you did play a role to where I am today. So yeah, thank you.
Look at me when you talk to me. Look at me when you say that. Look at me, goddammit. Nigga, look at me. Say it.
Yebo, Baf.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again. Tell me you need me. Sing the song.
Thank you.
Never would.
Right.
So we have Utabisa Fukutwa, who says the presenter is very, very loud. Please tone it down and stop disturbing the interviewee when she's talking. I don't know how to respond to that. All I can say is I feel like at some point in our lives, this is probably why stigma and all of those things probably still exist, because we feel like we can have opinions on people's lives and how they do shit.
Yeah. I think, man, just, hey, man, let people who they are.
Let people be who they are. Shit.
Yeah, man.
I personally liked the episode and how it was and how it was structured and how everything went. Don't fuck it up. Someone will bleep that out.
And also, I liked how Ukuli understood and highlighted, and it's in the comments by Ubonolo, that we all have pains.
Yes, I liked how we get the reflection of shit, man. You're not the only one struggling with something. We're all going through something. And I appreciate and I thank Kuli for just opening up in the way that she did. Kuli, thank you. That was fucking beautiful, man. Someone bleep that out. Bleep that out. So sorry.
Well, look, I'll join you, man. Kuli, that was fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's fucking good.
Look, man, it was you know, she was raw. She was.
It was beautiful and vulnerable from both ends. I think if you haven't seen the episode, go see Connecting Parallel Lines, episode 1, part 1, 2, and 3. Let's jump to part 3, my man, where you and I come in with reflections. I think you and I obviously speak to our views on the conversation there, and I think we did a good job. As biased as this was. So Mkhize says, yeah, totally loved the episode. I can't wait for episode 2 and 3. And Unolusizo Lalisa says, shocking that in this day and age, there is still so much ignorance that lives in our communities when it comes to HIV. I want to move away from this episode now because we've spent a lot of time on it. Watch that story with a bit of context. This is a story of things that happened more than 15 years ago. So I'm not saying that the stigma has gone away fully. I'm just saying some of those things don't really exist today. They might not, but we live in a society. Let's give credit to the society that has evolved and has learned. We're not fully there, but I think we've made very good strides.
On the other side, though, I do think that we do need campaigns of the same size and the same scale as the previous scare tactic campaigns that we had in the past.
Counter.
All right. Yes, exactly. Because we had this huge scale, enormous campaigns that damaged people, but we have not had campaigns of the same size.
That repair, fix.
Amen.
Homie. All right, episode 2, part 1 and part 2, we see DJ Miss Prue and Andy Van Veek.
By the way, I just want to put it to record, Uguti, I still DJ better than Miss Prue.
Okay, Prudence, hope you're listening. Prudence, Thula, still better DJ.
She knows.
And
she knows.
I feel like I hope you've been obviously improving your skills during lockdown. You've got the time. Anyway,
so comment.
There's a point before, and it's a beautiful one, right? So
yeah,
episode 2, part 1, we see Andy using HIV as a way out in relationships and everything that he sort of got into with those of the same sex. ARVs and stigma, that's the tagline of the episode. And obviously this is a point that you and I have covered before, but obviously I think for those that haven't seen this, let's just flesh it out. So in this episode, we see Andy mentioning that he used to use HIV as a way out of relationships. So if he's dating someone and he feels like the commitment might be too much of a burden for him, what he would then do is he would use his HIV as a way to come out of a relationship. And I mean, it's cool that he can do that, but I don't know if that would work in this day and age, because I think people are educated enough around HIV.
Some people are educated enough.
Yes. For instance, if I was trying to date a girl and she said to me, Ntokozo, I can't be with you because you're living with HIV, I'd probably say, well, find something else. Find something else as an excuse, because HIV is not a thing that would deter me from dating someone that I'm really into.
So I think I would like you to rehash what my response to that was.
No, I really feel like you must do it. Don't tell me what to do. Don't do that.
I feel like if you heard me, then you must be able to do it.
All right, so Thula then has this mindset that,
if you heard me, you must be able to do it.
Okay, yeah. So Thula is of the mindset that if the shoe was on the other foot and it's someone who's not living with HIV using your HIV as a thing to not be with you over, it would be seen as holish. For instance, if you're living with HIV and I said to you, I cannot date you because you're living with HIV, suddenly it's rejection, it's painful, and it hurts. But it's okay for you to do it. It's okay for you to use it as a way out. That's what Thula said. That's what he said.
Cool. Let's move on.
I was curious though. Instead of speaking of stigma from the episode, I never picked up one thing. I never picked up, because Andy is white, is gay, and is living with HIV. I never picked up whether he got a double whammy of stigma back in the day because of, one, being gay, and two, living with HIV. Because I think those are just two conditions for a long time in the world that we live in, so that people stigmatize you over, or even hate you even.
I think my understanding of it was because of the timelines of when the two actually happened. He came out and
dealt with that,
parked it, right? Won that battle, and then something else came, which that's how life is. We deal with something, we park it, we win that battle, we put it in the fridge, on to the next one.
Cool. Okay. So Renelle comments and says, good stories indeed, and she does the ooh and emoji. That's what she did. Episode 2, part 2. Miss Prue again and Andy having a conversation again. So this is the thing. According to Andy, we all experience HIV the same way. All right? We all, according to Andy, we all experience the same stigma and the same problems as Black and white people. I don't agree. Don't agree.
I also don't. I don't agree.
Okay.
I think it's
I don't
very
agree.
different.
It's a very and I love Andy, but it's a very not so informed statement, and it's taken very quickly from a point of privilege, where I don't think he's immersed himself enough to understand just how intense the prejudice that you get a kasi, or and how his family supported him very very early, out of being gay and then living with HIV. In a Black community, you come out, you're gay, sharp, we get it. You get HIV, we use the gay thing against you. Oh no, yeah, then. It's just like it's a melting pot of, so we don't experience it the same. And we don't have the same access to medication. We don't have, there's a lot of things that happen. And I think maybe we could discuss it even in the comments below, if you really think that Black and white people experience HIV the same way. I don't think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think in one of the things that they also talk about is, and Miss Prue brings it up, and in a very light way, this thing about izangoma, and it's such a reality for Black people that we do not want to think that you are living with HIV. Would send you to a sangoma and say you are sick because amadlozi are trying to get your attention so that you do and honor all of these things that your ancestors want you to do.
Yeah.
So it's very different. It's very different.
Very different.
You know.
Very, very different. Okay. Is there something else you want to add?
Yeah, no. Ratitso I wanted to know about more about Quest, of which from watching the episode, and you must go and watch the episode.
Yes, sir.
From watching the episode, Andy says, huh?
You'll pick up what it is. Watch the episode.
Yeah. Watch the episode, you'll pick up what it is. But for those who I can just quick. So Andy says it's a quest.
Oh, are we giving them airtime? Are we giving them airtime? No, I don't want to give.
Okay, fine. Go. It's in the episode, but it's no. Beautiful. It's beautiful for you to. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Right.
Episode 3.
Well, look, I wanted to cover something else though.
Okay.
That was raised by Ubunolo, quoting Andy. And when it comes to consciousness, it has to be your truth. You can't pretend in what you're saying, because the person will reflect your guilt to you.
Okay. You're talking to them now.
It's such a powerful thing. And Miss Prue actually wanted to put it as an Instagram caption. But the true essence of this is that people will reflect you.
Yes.
People will mirror you. People will hold up a mirror and you will see yourself. So if you disclose into the world and you're falling apart, right?
The world
people
falls
around
apart.
you, yeah, the people will fall apart with you.
Mm.
But if you disclose with your head up high, showing that you're in charge.
Ooh, you are in charge and you are large.
Ooh, okay. If if you go out to the world with conviction, if you go out to the world and you depict that you are controlling HIV and it is not controlling you, and you're not falling apart, and you're not crying, and you're not looking for a pity party,
Yes, sir.
and people will be like, oh, well, if it is not a problem for you, why would it be a problem for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's such an important thing that we really understand that what we put out to the world, as Andy says, will be reflected back to you. Okay. Then let's move on to episode 3, man.
Move on.
Urawu liphumzile. A lot of people liked this one. And a lot of people liked this one because really it was just
authentic.
Yeah, it was just two girls having a conversation. Like it was you and I don't know if and probably I need to ask. I think probably did they exchange numbers? Are they talking? Are they in touch? But it was just you could see how honest it was, how pure it was, and it was just two people having a conversation, and so many lessons came out of that. That it I I I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I very much enjoyed it. I also enjoyed, and obviously this comes out in the comments as well, when Unotwaka Singlati says, stop calling me little. She says that was funny. Okay. That's when I was calling you my little brother. That's it popped out, not just for me, but it just popped out for everybody in the conversation, because I feel like maybe you will own up to the fact that I am older by 2 minutes. This is just a thing.
Okay, moving right along. That's a by the way, you are not older than me. I'm older than you. Okay, I'm older than you by 2 minutes. I am older than you by the fact that I'm married. I'm older than you by the fact that I've got 3 kids. I'm older than you by izinto eziningi. Nokuthi ngihlakaniphile nje. Nakho-ke nokuthi ngimuhle ngawe.
So guys, the conversation that Thula and I are having now about twins and who's older and whatever it is, you must catch that. You must catch that. You must catch that. Thula and I are going to be discussing that with another set of twins on another offering that we're going to be giving you guys, where we're just discussing everything twins. We're going to have
I can't wait.
We're going to have a good time just discussing everything twins, because there's a weird thing that they say, as much as I came out first, there's a theory that because Thula's older, he pushed me out. Because they say, I'm not done, I'm older, I'm not done speaking. Don't talk over me, that's rude. Don't do that. Your mom brought you up better than that. Your grandmother, Umakhateb, is turning in her grave. You're rude. That's just, don't do that. Anyway, so catch that content. Let's not dwell on it now. I really love this conversation. For me, it was like two girls that were just slaying it out there and just having a good time. In part 2 of the conversation, there's a thing that I just obviously think is worth. And the tagline of the episode says, HIV infected. Own it or confront him or her.
Yeah.
I thought this was big. we see Phumzile saying, the guy that infected me with HIV, I've never spoken to him about it. Okay. And obviously, Thula, as someone living with HIV, I want you to share your thoughts with me and with everybody else as to why you never, because you didn't confront your infector as well. And I just want you to speak to everybody about that journey, because I think it aligns with what Phumzile was saying. Just give us a few minutes about what that was for you. Speaking to the camera and just talk to me, my brother. Maybe it's like cry
For
if you can. Just can you cry?
for effect.
Yeah, just like that was so deep, man. Those twins are crying on TVs. If you're watching this off a TV or on a phone, I don't know. Don't
Okay,
cry too
so
much because it was just like someone's phone will drown in your tears.
okay, so the reason why I did not confront potentially the people that could have transferred HIV to me is because none of them forced me to have unprotected sex. It was a decision that I made, and I need to be accountable for my decisions. I need to be accountable for the things that I do. I need to be accountable for how I live my life. I need to be accountable for the fact that I am where I am today because of my decision process. Okay. And had my decision process been better, I wouldn't be where I am today. And also, the easiest thing to do is to blame someone else. On the flip side of that, another easy thing to do is to forgive yourself than forgiving someone else, right? So if you are accountable and you understand that it is you and not someone else, it is easier to forgive you than trying to blame someone else and then forgiving that person. So and so that's the main reason. And confronting these people, was it gonna change the fact that I'm now living with HIV? I don't know. I just don't think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, there's a certain level of energy that I have, and I would rather take that energy and put it into rebuilding myself, put that energy into making sure that I am okay, um, put that energy into making sure that I start to put my life in a direction that I wanted to go,
Preach.
rather than, sorry,
Preach. Preach.
yeah, rather than going back and I'm trying to understand something that I cannot change.
Yes.
I can impress upon the world what my desires are, and the world will give that to me. You know, I so that's my thing. Happy?
I want to just say something.
Yeah.
And this is
Cool.
something that is happening with the lockdown now. I see a lot of people saying, oh my God, with the lockdown, I cannot wait for things to go back to the way they were. And I'm like, wait, weren't you the person complaining about your life just 2 months ago? Weren't you the person that was saying, I hate this, I hate my job, and then they force you to stay in your house for 21 days, and suddenly the very life that you were complaining about 3 weeks, a month ago is better, right? It is amazing how our lives in whatever space we're in is actually good. It's actually, we're in a good space because things could get worse, right?
Yeah.
So I'm almost at a place where I actually don't even want to say I want to go back to the way things they were. I'm looking forward to how things are going to be. Right? So
Okay.
it's almost for me like the mindset where you say, what you're saying to me now is, I don't want to dwell in what I used to do or what I did or how it was, whatever it is. I want to focus on what it will
What could
be, what it
be.
can be, what it could be. What you then do is you tend to deal much better with the place that you're in now. And it's such a good space to be in when you are dealing with the now than dwelling in the past. I don't want to go back to the way things were, but I want to do better with the way things are going to be now. When I get out of this lockdown, I want to be in a better place. Maybe not even in a better place, but I just want to be accepting of where I will be at the time whenever this thing ends.
Yeah. Look, so I do think that there is some sort of value in understanding that maybe that statement is just saying things were better then, and when I come out of this, I want that so I can build from it.
But you're never
Am
going
I
to get
making
that.
sense?
But you're never going to get that again.
Oh no, man! I mean, I want something similar.
See, but that's the problem. We're too concerned with what's familiar. And I think
Okay.
what people need to learn and learn very quickly is yesterday is gone. The past hour you not have been here is gone. We're never going to get that back. Because we
And
never
you know
want to
what?
get it back, and we've lived that life, we've had that conversation. Why do I want it again?
Yeah, I get you. I'm talking about the last hour. I just think you are a shit of a person, and I I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay. That is very informative. And you obviously, that's a comment from Nogwan Dandaba. That's on episode 3, part 3. It's that, dog. Read it up.
On the next episode of
That HIV awareness,
Yes.
is it positive or is it negative?
I was pendul. I was answering. Answer yourself.
Okay.
Don't answer
I think
one.
it can be.
Don't answer 2. Don't answer
Don't
3.
answer 3.
Don't answer 4. Don't answer 5.
Don't answer 5.
Don't answer
Don't
6.
answer 6.
Don't answer 7. Don't answer 9. Don't answer 10. I wanted to ask Jesus. I wanted to ask Jesus. How many ex-boyfriends do you have? Like, don't answer 1.